What's up, everybody? Chase here. Today I'm going to be talking about how to start your first SEO business and how to scale it, and how things have changed from what an SEO business used to be to what it is now. Because these days, 2020, takes a lot more to start an SEO business than it used to. I'm a big believer that SEO in 2020 is pretty much dead. Just when you're only thinking about rankings, you want to think about creating relationships and creating a brand that really has strong signals that people can see, not just on Google, but also on social platforms and through user-generated comments and through reviews and user-generated signals. So I just threw together a quick little presentation. I didn't design it. I didn't make it fancy. I didn't make it super long or any of that stuff. It's probably going to be 15 to 20 minutes, but it's going to be a quick introduction for those of you who are looking to either scale your business to start making a little bit more than you're probably making right now. For instance, when I first started out, I was making $300 per client. Now I'm able to make like an $8,000 package for a client. So I'm going to be talking to you about how to do that, and then also how to start your own SEO business if you haven't really started yet, and how to generate leads and all the stuff that you're going to need to do to manage clients and manage workers and hire, all that stuff. So let's just get into it. Let's not waste your time or my time, and no more fluff. Here we go. So how to start your SEO business and scale it. And by the way, if you guys have any questions afterwards, you can always send me an email. My email is at support@chaserunner.com, or you can leave a comment wherever you're finding this video, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube or email. Just give me a response and I can answer any questions you might be having. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix my video. There we go. All right. So after being in the SEO industry for over 4 years and creating a successful $300,000 a year business with massive client results, I finally decided to share my secrets on how I started to, and scaled my business, and how you can too. So if we look at my bank account from last year to this year, you can see the additions. Most of them were from Stripe. That's where I do a lot of my payment processing. And you can see it's about $312,000 generated. So ideally, you want to change your process and change your life. I initially said change your mindset and change your life, but changing your process is going to change your mindset. You can see here, here's an 80-hour SEO package I had for a client. This was the $8,000 client I was telling you about back in October 2018. Where the frick? Here we go. So the secret to any business is that you want to be in the business of creating and growing relationships. So what I spend most of my time doing isn't just SEO. When I look at a client's website, when I go into their analytics, first thing I want to figure out is their funnel. I want to figure out their opt-in strategy. Because ideally, if you're not building relationships with the people visiting your videos, visiting your blog posts, visiting your website, you're not going to do that great. Cold traffic these days is not ideal. And just to give you an idea, just organic traffic going to your website is cold traffic. Ads that you're not using, retargeting ads, and you're just targeting new people, that's cold traffic. So anytime you're building traffic to a website, let's say to a YouTube channel, to an Instagram page, wherever you're building it, you don't want to be selling directly, usually, unless somebody's really ready to buy, and it's like you're ranking for a really important keyword that's like a buy keyword. And the difference between a buy keyword and a informational keyword, or let's say a buy type video or an informational type video, is that when you're starting out, you're not going to have a lot of authority, right? So if I were to start out in the SEO field right now and I didn't have any people watching me on YouTube, I didn't have any website traffic, any of that stuff, Last thing I would do is start doing videos like this, or I wouldn't start doing like trying to rank for, let's say, like something like SEO audit service. And the reason for that is because I don't want to try to rank for extremely competitive keywords that are buy now type pages until I've built up an audience that knows who I am, that's going to be able to promote my brand, that's going to be able to leave me reviews, that's going to be able to help me get rankings, that's going to be able to help me get user engagement, wherever you're doing it. Same thing with this video. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you tips on how to start your SEO business, but at the end of it, I'm going to be talking about the new program that I'm creating, which is about, scaling and starting your own business. Now, the reason why I do that is because I'm going to do 90% of the time, I'm not going to sell anything. I'm just going to create relationships. I'm going to create traffic. I'm going to do informational type pages. And then 10% of the time, I'm going to promote an offer. And that's ideally how you want to do this with your clients. Now, your offer doesn't have to be something that's paid. It could be something that's you're trying to get a bunch of traffic or engagement for something. Because as long as you're bringing people into your sales funnel, that's all that really matters. Now, here's what I'm talking about. So let's take a local roofing website, for instance. So this Roof Repair Squad website was a website that I was able to rank locally #1 for roofing repair in Houston, Texas. And you might be thinking like, okay, well, how would this apply to a local client? Because obviously a lot of the traffic that they're getting, it's just going to be straight conversions. People are going to go to the website and they're going to call. Now, when you look at their content strategy though, and you look at the way they build relationships and how they build a brand, it's not going to have anything to do with people directly buying from them. And this is why it's so important for you to grasp this right now, because if you can understand how to build traffic and opt-ins to your pages, you're going to be able to rank for pretty much any keyword you want locally. So for example, if I wanted to rank locally for roof repairs, roofing Houston, and I didn't have any authority, I already did all the local stuff that I could do, and it's still not ranking, and other people are doing better than I am. I've done all the content, I've gone above the content related averages, all the pages have more than 1,500 words, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm gonna have to break it down to building authority, building engagement, all the stuff that has to do with building relationships with real people. So what you would start doing is you would start targeting national type keywords. So we could start blogging about or doing video, or we could do Instagram strategy about, what to do if you have a roof leak, how do you, whatever. I don't know the keywords, but they're informational type keywords that aren't just buy now. That's not just like roof repair in my area, right? Now, once you start getting traffic for that stuff, you're going to want to start getting opt-ins. So let me give you an example of a website that I'm currently doing this for. So I have a gaming website called siphonking.com. I haven't touched it in a long time. But what we would used to do is we would do gift card giveaways. So we'd give away a $25 Steam gift card. We'd get a bunch of opt-ins on our YouTube channel, a bunch of opt-ins on our Facebook page, that kind of stuff. And all the people visiting this for tutorials, we're now getting into a place that we can remarket to them. That is the most important thing, because the more traffic you get to like a Facebook page, YouTube channel, wherever you're bringing people in, the more opportunities you have to capture this traffic with some sort of funnel. So what a funnel could look like for the roofing website is, let's say we do a blog on how to fix your ceiling, or what to do when you have a leak. What to do if you have a leak in your roof. And let's say we incorporate 3 different things, because this is what you want to do if you want to do SEO well in 2020. You'd want to incorporate text, you want to incorporate images, and you'd want to incorporate video. Because blogging alone, like I said, just SEO and just hoping that your blog's going to rank, that's dead. Like, you don't want to just do that. So you want to take like 3 different things and you want to incorporate it into one strategy. I'll show you how I'm doing this with a template right now. So in my agency template, which is something I'm going to be showing you right here in the program that we're going to be talking about, anytime I post something on my own stuff, I'm gonna post it everywhere, right? I'm gonna post it on Facebook. I'm gonna do like a video. I'm gonna do an image. I'm gonna post it on my Facebook page. I'm gonna post it on Instagram. I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I'm going to post it as an email. I'm going to SMS text it. I'm going to post it as a blog post on my website. Now, why do I do all of that stuff? Because I want to do, again, text, video, and images, because then I'm getting as much traction as I possibly can. So the way you would do this for a roof repair website is, again, you would take a image of what would, of something around leaks in roofs. You would incorporate some sort of text-based blog post, and then you would do a video around it, and you would start posting on multiple different types of platforms. But more importantly, you would create some sort of opt-in. Now, the opt-in that you make has to be different than what your industry is already providing. So like for me, a lot of you guys know I have my SEO audit checklist. I have a lot of people get this every day. If you look at my ManyChat, most of my people who come in to my Messenger bot is people who opt in through the SEO audit template. And you'll see in my growth, where is my growth? I'll get about 12, 13 people a day opting in just from my template. Now, why do I get so many people opting in from my template? Why do I get so many people who are watching my videos and then going to my website, that kind of stuff? Why am I getting all these people opting in? And the reason for that is because I'm offering something that's unique to my industry that isn't already being provided. So simply by just saying, hey, sign up to my newsletter or something like that, that's also dead. You don't want to just be like, hey, sign up for more, special offers and stuff. Everybody's doing that. You don't want to follow the herd. You want to be unique. Now, the way you become unique is you figure out, okay, if it's, what to do if you have a leak in your roof. You could do, some sort of secret video guide. You could do something that people actually want to see. Now, it's going to differ from industry to industry. Like, for instance, SEO, everybody wants an SEO audit checklist. For roof repair, maybe everybody wants, a free consultation. Maybe everybody on the gaming website wants a free Steam gift card. It doesn't matter as long as you're getting people to opt in, because you want people to opt in on step one. That's all you really care about. Just get people to opt in, and as long as they're within your target audience. You don't want random people opting in that have nothing to do with your target audience. So once people opt in to something for free, now it's all about building that relationship. This is the most important thing you can learn about SEO and about any sort of marketing really for 2020, online at least. And again, that's what it is it's creating a relationship with somebody. Now, how do you create relationships with people on, relationship on all these different platforms? Like, how do you do text, image, video, then target all these different platforms: Facebook page, Twitter, ManyChat, Discord, YouTube, website, Pinterest, Snapchat, Instagram? How do you do it? How do you target all of those at once with text, video, image, and manage all these relationships? Does anybody know in chat? We got 31 people in chat. Let's hear it. How do you manage all this stuff at once without going crazy? Do a little pop-out chat so we can see everybody. How, especially if you take many businesses? Exactly, right? How would you do this? Think about it. If you're going to be doing this not just for your own business that you're trying to scale, but also for other people's businesses. And B Appreciation says, if this, then that. The problem with doing if this, then that is that these platforms, these social platforms, actually will not favor your content if they know you're automating it. So we actually post platform by platform. And not only on top of that, how do you take all of these platforms, every single one, and like, comment, respond to comments, and message people all day long? Focus on 1 to 3 channels? Nope, we do all of them. And if anything, I'm trying to add even more to this, not just to my own stuff, but to clients as well. Browse SEO. I think that just has to do with looking at code on websites, right? Hootsuite, same thing. Hootsuite, when you're using automation platforms that are scheduling out content, it'll actually show on the post, and it will take away from the algorithm favoring your content. So I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, outsource Fiverr, that's close. So here's how you do it. So first of all, I'll show you on my own stuff. So let's take, for instance, me asking, what is your favorite SEO tool and why? So here you go. I'll go to Facebook group. I always usually start with our Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, I would encourage you to join it. It's called Why Hat SEO Starts with an Audit. And I can just search this right here. So you can see here, I did this post back in October or something. I don't know where that just went. So you can see 46 comments, 16 likes. Pretty decent engagement. Now, what am I doing right now within this first post, just on the Facebook group alone? When I X that off and I see all these engagements and I'm responding to all of them, it's starting to build relationships with people in the Facebook group. That's great, right? Because people saw the YouTube channel, they saw this YouTube video or whatever, they maybe saw this group on the website, they found out who I was, they saw I was responding to them. That's helpful. Now, they saw me like, let's say a couple times. Great, starting to build that relationship. Now, let's say that same person goes and sees another post over here on a Facebook page or on a YouTube channel, because ideally we want to cross promote. So what I'll do is, let's say I post this on a Facebook group. What I will do, because there's all these ways you can cross promote, and a lot of people don't know about these secret little tips. So one thing you can do is within here, you'll see what are top SEO plugins? What are the top SEO plugins? Now, if I click up here, top left, I'm the manager of this group. I can change from my personal profile to my business page. So this allows two things. First of all, it allows the ability for me to go through and invite these people who interact with the page to go like my Facebook page. So I bring them over there. The second thing it does is it gives me the ability to have other people respond to these people for me, because if I grant access as an admin here to somebody else, well, guess what? I can pay somebody $8 an hour to go and respond and build these relationships with people in the group. Now, if I go back over to the Facebook page, over here, I'm usually going to post the same thing. So I'll post the same thing. What are your top SEO plugins? Sorry, it just brought me to Business Manager. Let me go back into this drop down, I believe. And we're going to go into the inbox. Or sorry, not the inbox, the page, and find that post. Sometimes when I'm doing examples live, we have some delays. Sorry about the small delay here. So here we go. What are the top SEO plugins? Now you'll see I was able to get a pretty good reach on this organically, and all these people who are liking this page now or interacting with it, I can also do the same thing that I did on the group. I can also get them to like the page, because again, all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find all the ways I can get these people to opt in to see my content more. So all these people are just more and more relationships, and I could also even message them and reach out if I wanted to. But ideally, the answer to what I was saying is, once you're posting all these places, you hire people to go and respond and manage these relationships for you. You want like relationship managers. So I'll do the same thing on Twitter, same thing on LinkedIn, ManyChat, same thing. And when I'm building out these lists, when I go post something like this, I have somebody go in every single day and respond and talk to these people. Some of them, I guess, some of them don't get responded to because there's so many people. But you'll see here, for instance, Diane, she's actually bought every single one of my programs because of the relationship that I manage with her. So you can see here, I'll just send like a picture saying, hey, how's it going? Send something motivational. Then I'll send something over here like, hey, I'm just working on a Saturday, just saying hi. So every time people are talking, I'm having people respond for me. And sometimes I'll even respond myself because I just like to talk to people. But ideally, once you get to a level when you start getting a bunch of relationships, it's impossible to manage them all. So what you're going to do is, once you get to the relationship part, at this point, you can either do two things. You can either sell or you can grow. Obviously, you want to do both, but what I mean by this is, let's say you wanted to rank a YouTube video, or let's say you wanted to rank a blog post, or let's say you wanted to do anything. Let's say you wanted to get a bunch of reviews, you wanted to rank a Google My Business listing. No matter what it is, once you've built a relationship, these people, once you have them in mass quantities, are going to promote your brand. They're going to create the user-generated signals. They're going to help you create the branding. They're going to help you get more sales. And it's because all you have to do is come up with some sort of extra offer. So you've already created the free informational content through text, image, video. Hopefully you're doing it like 7 times a week in an automated sort of way. except you're not using these automation platforms for it. You create the opt-in strategy to build the relationship. And once you have the relationship, then you do something like what I'm doing right now. You create some sort of presentation. You create some sort of, video offer. You want to do something usually with video because that's how people convert the best, is when they see that you're a real person being transparent, somebody that they can see, because you've built a relationship with them. How many of you guys in chat right now have been watching the stuff I've been putting out, or have been seeing my Facebook posts, or have been getting messages from me? How many of you guys feel like you already kind of know me from all the stuff that I've been posting? Because I'll send you pictures of, family. I'll do, live streams like this where you can interact with me. I'm trying to build rapport with people, even if I don't necessarily know who you are. By the time you get on the phone with me, or by the time you buy something from me, generally it's almost like we already know each other. So Dizana Webb says me, and just to give you an example, I've never even talked to Dizana Webb in person or on the phone or anything, but I have seen him many different places, including here. So here's the thing. Once you start building relationships with people, what you're going to do is you're going to streamline what you're doing. And you're going to start bringing in these initial leads. Once you start bringing in these initial leads, after that, what you're going to do is you're going to build some sort of engagement strategy. So let's say within the client that I have here, the roofing repair website, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building relationships with people who want to know how to do, fix their roofs. Now, even if these people aren't in my local targeting, because I'm building relationships with these people, now I can do some sort of presentation. Let's say I'm just doing the, whatever the opt-in is, like let's say it's some sort of complete guide on fixing your roof or what you need to know or whatever people are trying to opt into. Now, when I get them into some sort of live presentation like this, I'm going to say in the presentation, at the end, I'm going to go, okay, all I need you to do is go start picking up this template I'm going to give you, and that template is going to enable you to do whatever you need to do. And all you have to do to get it is just go leave a review and on the page, or you need to go leave a comment on the video, or you need to go like this Facebook post, whatever it is. By creating all this engagement, you now control what your traffic does for you. And this is really important because if you can control what your traffic does for you, for instance, I'll show you what I automate right now. I automate a lot of people going to my recent How to Do SEO Audits course. And the reason why I get a lot of engagement over there, I got like 85 comments, is because I just send people over there to go leave comments, which means the video just gets more and more views, and it does better and better in the algorithms. I'll show you right here. That's keyword research. So 1.5K views, 78 likes. So all these people are engaging with it, 93 comments, which gives this a lot of credibility. Gives me a lot easier time bringing this video up in the search results. Gives me a lot better time, getting people to buy whatever I'm offering in here, because it's showing proof, whether it's social proof, whether it's engagement, whether it's reviews. This is what's going to really help get your brand trusted, because the more people who see your stuff and they see other people like it, the more you're going to start building credibility for your brand, whether it's on Google, whether it's on YouTube, wherever it is. And that's why you start getting the snowball effect. If you don't have an opt-in strategy, because this is where most people mess up. Most people don't have an opt-in strategy. They'll have a local website, they'll do content, they'll build a Facebook page, they'll maybe post something on it, not getting engagement, they'll do some ads, and the client will drop them after 3 or 4 months. That's what happens to most SEOs. Now, all you have to do in order to start winning is to create a strategy that doesn't involve just SEO. And the way I figured out how to do this is to start doing this by templatizing your approach. So you have all your topics that you're going to be targeting. You create some sort of social automation schedule. You get people working for you that are going to be responding to comments, doing your outreach, getting your content added to your website, whatever you need to do. And you find people that are going to help you with this strategy here. Now, let's talk about, let me go bring this down here. The secret is you create offers that are unique and free that people cannot not opt into. I think we pretty much covered all of this. Another big thing. So whenever you're offering something to somebody, or whenever you're building out some sort of sale or some sort of brand, you want to position other people as the hero. So like when I talk to you guys, the first thing I'm trying to do, when I say what's up SEO pros, I'm trying to put you in the seat of being the pro, even if, for instance, you think that I'm the pro. Because it's not about me. Sales is not about the person that is selling. It's about the person that's buying. And if you really want to be able to sell your brand and sell an image and get people to opt in, you want to take something that may be difficult for somebody else but easy for you, and you want to position it as you've already accomplished this and it's not that difficult. All you have to do is this, this, and this, and you're the pro, right? That's how you get people to really follow you and opt in, and how you create a really powerful brand. So that's what I do with my SEO audit template. That's why in my previous program, I created videos for every single section of the template. So you can go in and just follow all the videos in the template and pretty much use it. It's not that difficult, right? Obviously, it took me a long time to build that template. It was very difficult for me to figure out, but I position it as something that you can go and do, where it's going to take you, only a couple hours to be able to do what took me, hundreds of hours to do. So when you're creating lead magnets as well, you want to have something called a surplus mindset. And what that means is you want to focus on what you have that people want, that have less than you, right? So whether it's motivation or some sort of vision, or whether it's a template, you want people who have less than you, who haven't accomplished what you have accomplished, to see the most positive side of what you've accomplished. So like for me, like my SEO audit template, again, it took me so long to create. It was super hard to do. But once you take that template and apply it to the websites you're working on, you're going to have a complete SEO strategy that took me like 3 or 4 years to figure out. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be pitching that to a website or to a company that already has a super solid SEO strategy and they don't need my templates. I'm marketing to the people who are not able to do what I'm currently able to do. And that's what you need to do as well. You need to market to the people who aren't currently doing what you're able to do, even if you're not doing a whole lot in your mind, right? You're always going to be in a position where you have either more than somebody or less than somebody, and you want to be pitching to the people who have less than you, right? So let's get into what we're going to be talking about in the program. Just give me 1 second. I need to get a glass of water. Sorry, I usually have my huge jugs of water, but I didn't bring it. All right, so first thing you got to do is figure out how to brand and start your SEO business, right? You want to think about personal versus company branding. Obviously, I have a personal brand. I don't know if I would recommend that to anybody, but the more transparent you can be, the better. And if you have a personal brand, it usually adds a lot of transparency to what you're doing, because people know that, if they're going to be hiring Chase Reiner, they're pretty much getting Chase Reiner. Whereas if people are hiring something like the Hoth or some sort of company that they don't know who's running it, often feels a little bit less personal, a little bit less transparent. So we're going to be talking about that. We're talking about crowd targeting techniques, so like how to build the group mindset. A lot of the relationship building that you need to do is in a group atmosphere. So if you're going to be trying to build a SEO following, or if you're going to be trying to build a roofing repair following, whatever you're trying to build, gaming following, you want your communities seeing similar stuff. Like, for instance, if I want to build a whole brand around white hat SEO, I'm going to build all my communities around white hat SEO. I'm not going to be having people trying to bring in a bunch of information about black hat SEO. And the reason for that is because when you point a group's attention towards something and the importance of something, generally that group will be feeding itself. Everybody's going to be talking about that thing. A good example of this is when I started doing authority hacking. When I started doing my authority hacking program, I was talking all about authority hacking, like how to rank without, using SEO, how to rank without link building, all that kind of stuff. And so everybody started talking about that. And so when I went to pitch whatever I was pitching, I created that group mindset where there was so much importance around it that people are more willing to buy. And that's what you need to do with whatever brand you're doing, whether you're doing SEO, whether you're doing, roofing. You want to build your business persona, so you want to figure out how to, brand your company so that you're targeting your right audience. So like for me, my audience doesn't like to see me playing dubstep. The reason why I know that is because sometimes I'll do live streams and I'll play dubstep. So you want to figure out what your target customer wants to see, and you want to be targeting those people within the algorithms and the groups that you're creating. Because if you start building a group that doesn't like dubstep, and then you go all of a sudden, oh, I want to target people who like dubstep, then you're going to confuse the algorithms when they try to disperse your content, because they're going to go, oh, these people don't like your content, so it's going to start dispersing your content to less and less people. You want to set expectations for your business, obviously, what you're looking to build, how much you're looking to scale, what your budget looks like for your social, for your content, for your ads, for your remarketing, for the software you're going to be purchasing. You want to decipher your sales process, so what your funnel is going to look like. I usually will pitch my template, and I'm actually going to be giving the template in here. I'm going to be in the program, this program that I'm going to be showing you. I'm going to be giving you the agency management template, and then also the SEO audit template, the paid template with the videos. You're going to understand group mentalities, like we're talking about, how to build that atmosphere with polls and with being able to understand what people want by asking questions. That's really big with social stuff, is being able to ask as many questions as you can. And then obviously niching down and topic targeting, and how to go from the thing that you're niching down to a more general topic. So if you're going to be niching down to, let's say, Shopify SEO, and then you start going to like just SEO audits or something, which is more general, harder to target, how are you going to transition between those two things? Becoming visible online. So before I continue, does anybody have any questions so far about what we're talking about here? How I can understand my audience in a way to create engaging content? Yep, that's very important. That's kind of what we're talking about here. So difficult. It's by building your audience and then doing a lot of questions, a lot of polls, figuring out what they want through analytics. There's analytics on almost every platform these days, whether it's Facebook or Google, YouTube. Hassan says, I was going to sleep, but I saw Chase's message on Facebook. Nice. So next thing that we talk about is becoming visible online. So obviously the basics: buying a domain, using an EMD or not, choosing a content management system, grabbing a theme, setting up the most important pages on your website, setting up all your plugins in your SEO metadata, as well as your social data, and setting up your social profile. So we're going to be covering all of that in the program. Lead generation techniques. So starting with the free value mindset, not going directly into sales like I was talking about, not just trying to rank for everything across the board just because it makes you money, trying to figure out how to actually help people and bring in opt-ins with the things that you're going to be giving away. Building the relationships with the strategies we were talking about, creating polls, figuring out your content marketing through text, images, and video. Doing outreach if you're going to be streamlining your outreach. I do almost one expert roundup per month. How you would approach cold calling if you wanted to do lead generation by either cold calling businesses or just doing walk-ins. And then obviously doing ads. We'll also be talking about creating a template. By the way, each one of these is a video, if you guys didn't know. So this is video 1. This is video 2, this is video 3, video 4. This is everything that's in the program. Creating your content calendar, so when you're going to post, when's the best times to post, how you're going to have people respond to stuff within a timely manner, how to respond to leads when they're hot versus when they're cold. the different types of content that you can create, whether it's, questions or live streams or, video Q&As or interviews. When's the best time to do that for your brand? Because a lot of the times the best thing to do when you start a brand out, when you're targeting a national, is to do interviews, and the best thing to do when you're like doing a local company is to do more like tutorials. Optimizing your content for search engines, obviously through the templates. SEO is going to be very prevalent. Kind of a dumb thing I put there, optimizing your content for search engines. Oh, you know what I meant to say here is all search engines, not just Google, but also how to optimize your content so it does well on Facebook and YouTube and those different platforms. What your text strategy, image strategy, video strategy should be. We're going to be talking about selling SEO consulting to businesses if you're just looking to offer one-off services, how to offer SEO coaching, if you're going to be teaching people how to do templatized. Basically, once you go through this program, you should be able to offer consulting to pretty much any other SEO company, because a lot of people will actually hire me to do SEO consulting, where I get to do the work, I get paid, and then I don't have to be responsible for the results really, because I'm not on a retainer if I'm going to be doing consulting. The benefit of one-off services, why you'd want to do that versus doing something like a retainer. Consulting, pricing, setup, and how you would package those services, what you would charge. Should you provide white label services if you don't want to be responsible for the client, basically, and you want to be just doing SEO for other SEO companies? Why you would want to help other SEO companies instead of doing it for yourself, and then how to offer ongoing consulting retainers. We'll also be talking about understanding analytics and SEO tools. So learning the basics to Google Analytics, Google Search Console, understanding the most important tools and how to use them, how to become proficient in Screaming Frog for SEO audits, utilizing Ahrefs for competitor research, competitor analysis, and then learn which tools not to buy so you can save money from unnecessary money suckers. We're also going to be covering offering, creating social engagement strategies so you can upsell people from SEO into social, because SEO these days, like I said, alone is not smart. You want to be able to bring people into an entire marketing strategy. So the importance of social signals, we're going to be talking about building a community on social media, how you're going to do cross-promoting between different platforms. We're going to be talking about utilizing giveaways and how to do those. Secret social techniques to quickly build a following. So I'm going to be showing you little hacks like the Facebook page like hack that I showed you. How to use a social game plan to upsell into higher SEO ticket SEO packages. So obviously we're just going to be using the other new template, the how to manage an SEO agency template with the social side of it, to upsell remarketing and relationship building into our SEO strategies. We're going to be talking about what platform works the best for views and lead generation. We'll also be talking about utilizing paid SEO templates. So you're going to learn the step-by-step process to SEO implementation with video explainers for each section. You're going to get the new never released SEO agency and social paid template. You're going to see how to manage workers, clients, content, and social engagement strategies, and how to turn your agency into an organized money-making machine like I did with mine. And that's it. That's like about 12 videos. So basically the program is on, if you want to find it, it's chasefinder.com/scale. It's right now it's $297 for the next couple days. I'm going to be raising the price up significantly after this next couple days. So I would get the pre-sale if you guys are looking to start your SEO agency or add value to your SEO agency and start upping your retainers for your clients. If you put in $297 into this program and you can't get that back out from either increased revenue from your clients or from bringing in new clients, I'm going to be very surprised, because in this course, you're going to be able to get a lot of good ways of taking different things that I've learned over the last 4 years and put them into your own business, whether you're starting it or scaling it. So any questions, guys, from what we've talked about today? If I were you, by the way, I would get this right now. If you get this right now in the next 10 minutes, I will actually offer to anybody who buys this in the next 10 minutes, I will offer a free extra program of your choice. And that's just going to be for the next 10 minutes within this. So if you're watching this later, that offer will be over. So any questions, guys? I think the whole roadmap needs to be defined. It is. So we have the free template. The free template is on the website, by the way, if you want it. If you just go to chaserhunter.com, go to resources. The SEO audit template is free here. Now this template is basically the entire template without the tutorials. So if you go and look at this, you'll be able to see. I'll show you right here. Let me go into. So here's the free one. So you can see there's no tutorials. There's just the main template tutorial just tells you how it works. But all the phases, no videos. Now, within the paid template, which is in this program, along with the agency template, what you get is you get the a tutorial for all of these different sections here. You get a tutorial for each of the phases, 3, 4, and the content audit and Screaming Frog. So that's the difference. How defined is the GMB section? Well, if you would want to do local, look, I just got an SEO lead come in right now for $1,000. Boom. If you wanted to do local, I would recommend going to chaserhunter.teachable and getting the local program, because this is actually shows how I was able to rank locally in under a month with a local website. And it's how I did it with my web design site in Santa Barbara, how I did it with my SEO site, how I actually just did it with my web design site in Colorado Springs. Web design, Colorado Springs. Only took me like 2 weeks to do this. So it's number 2 here, number 2 there, which is pretty cool. With a brand new website and no links. Oh, it looks like we just got a sale from Matthew. Wait, sorry. It's Matthew Shoemaker. So Matthew, I will be responding with the extra free program as well that you're going to be getting for the program. And again, if you guys get the program right now, I will also throw in an extra free program of your choice. So while I'm answering questions right here, I will wait. Looks like we have some more messages coming in. We just got another lead for $500. Sorry, $500 budget. It's Gorilla Grass in the chat. What's up, man? What's the cost? So the cost of what? So within this program, within the news program under chaserhunter.com/scale, you get this template, you get the paid template, you get all the different videos that we mentioned here. This is a video, this is a video, this is a video. All of these are videos. You get the new agency template that I haven't released to anybody yet. You get the tutorials for how to use it, how to make your business, 10 times more proficient by upselling other services and bringing in leads by building the relationships like we're talking about, like I do. This is how I get tons of SEO audit leads constantly from my website and from what I do. And how I'm able to build huge social followings and build organic traffic, not just off Google, but off multiple platforms by offering these different services and by doing these quick things for my business. What other program can we choose? Anyone that you want, except for the certification program, because that's like $3K. What would you do for something like property management website? What I'm going to do for a property management website is going to be the same thing I'm going to do for a roofing website. It's going to be the same thing I'm going to do for a SEO website. And the reason for that is because once you go through these templatized approaches, it's really just plug and play. I mean, it's not like you're really doing a lot of thinking. Obviously, you're going to have to create some strategies for content and for your keywords. But other than that, You're really just doing exactly step by step what I'm doing and replicating it into your own business and to your clients' businesses. The teachable local one I meant. The teachable one is like for the local, I think it's $500. But a lot of these programs, because I have been getting a good amount of sales lately, I'm probably going to end up bringing these prices up as well. I'm thinking about $800 to $900 per program. All right, any other questions? Because I do have to leave to Denver pretty soon. We're actually going to go hanging out at this pretty nice hotel. So if you guys aren't familiar with the way I do things, you know, I spend a lot of my time. I don't spend a lot of time home. I don't like being stuck in a house all day. I mean, this is a nice house right here that I have, or apartment. It's a 2-bedroom apartment. I have no complaints. I like it. The thing is like I like to travel. I like to, you know, I just went to Long Beach, California, and spent some time with family for Christmas. I'm gonna go to Denver for the weekend just because with my girlfriend and her son. We're gonna go thrift store shopping, and we're gonna stay in a nice 5-star hotel. And I'm going to probably be working a little bit. I'm going to be, I'm going to be tethering internet from my phone in the car while I'm going there. Maybe work a couple hours while we're driving. Maybe work a couple hours in the morning. But the rest of the days, you know, I don't work a lot of hours. I don't spend 8 hours a day inside working, you know, ignoring my friends, ignoring, spending time with my family. I love the ability to just kind of leave my house, go wherever I want, travel whenever I want. If I want to go to conventions, if I want to, do anything really, this program that I'm giving away basically is something that, you know, I've learned over the last 4 years to get me to the point where I can use these techniques to create a lifestyle that works really well for me. I love not being having to be going to a 9-to-5 job or building somebody else's company. I build relationships with people that I like, that, you know, communities that I want to build, so that I can do whatever I want to do on the weekends. If I want to go get a nice hotel and go travel, if I want to go to an SEO convention and meet new people, I'm not stuck. I remember a couple years ago, I got fired from a sushi restaurant because I didn't count the receipts properly. I mean, that's such a transition, making, $8 an hour selling sushi and getting yelled at and getting fired, to where I'm at now, where it's like, if I just want to pick up this camera, pick up my laptop and go leave and go do whatever I want and work on the road, I can do that. Where's the link to buy it? I'll take it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's just chasereiner.com/scale. And again, if whoever gets this while I'm live right now, I will throw in that extra course. So I'll just wait a couple minutes and see who got it. Looks like we got another one from Ivan Larizgodia. So I'm so bad at pronouncing names. So I'll throw that in for you as well, Ivan. And if you guys do have any questions about any of this stuff, just let me know. Again, my email is support@chasereiner.com, and I will be answering any questions that you guys might have. Also in the future, just to give you guys an update, one thing that I will be doing is I'm going to be offering a mentorship for like 5 or 6 people, where I'll actually do like 10 phone calls with you over the next few months, and then I'll even fly out and meet you in person for a weekend and go over all the trainings, which I thought would be pretty cool. So that's something that I'm actually planning for the future. Looks like my girlfriend's messaging me right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. UK as well. Does the local program work for UK? Yeah, it works anywhere. I mean, it's pretty templatized. How much is other investments? Other investments for what? What are we talking about? What's in the course? Not flying out, you Muppet. You don't have to fly out to me. I'll fly out to you. I've never been to the UK. I'm down. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. So thanks for joining. I'll see you in the next stream. And let me know if you have any questions. We'll see you guys next time. Until we do, happy SEOing, happy marketing. Bye.